Hello, welcome back to Hidden Suffolk Detecting. We're back out today on the fields of Suffolk, but we are back on our original permission today instead of going to the one that we've been on recently. Crops are just starting to come through, so we are desperately trying to get on here just before we can't get on there anymore. So we'll be hitting this one today. So we'll be doing our usual spot on the hammered field and see if we can get any more little goodies out of here before we can't get on here anymore until crop is harvested. So it's coming through, it's a race against time, but I'm sure that we can get some little goodies. So we're going to hit it with the Manticore again today. We're going to be on all-terrain fast. Recovery 6 is very irony still, so we don't need much punch through there though. Most targets are pretty shallowish, so hopefully we'll have some good little targets to show you guys. So let's go hit that field and we'll see you on the first hole. Just in this little bit here, bit of a skippy one, but it sounds decent enough. It's pretty windy here today. Do you know what? It's a really nice sunny day, but it isn't half windy. .32 now. Sounds decent enough. Okay, I think we're just a little bit off. Unless it's just that chunk of lead. Oh, it's not. It's a bag seal, cloth seal. Look at that. It's a nice chunky one as well. This field's got loads of these in. Absolutely full of them. Look at that. And some of them have some really nice patterns on like this. And they do vary in shape and size. This is the only field where I tend to find these. I find a lot of them on this market field, absolutely loads of them. And I hardly ever find them anywhere else. This is the only field that I find them in. Yeah, look at that. That's lovely. Great find. Nice. Alright, right next to the hole that I literally just dug, another one. Looks like it's like just below the surface, I think, but it's absolutely screaming 28, 29, pretty solid. I think we've got a good chance of that being a hammered. That's a really good chance of a hammered. It's literally just below the surface here, isn't it there? This side. Aha, not a hammered. Here's something else. I find a lot of these, but I have no idea what they are. Absolutely loads of them. Almost looks like they're inscribed, but there's nothing on them. I don't know, is that old or is it modern? I always tend to think that they're more modern than old. Well, there you go. If you guys know what they are, please let me know. Solve the mystery. Lovely green colour to it anyway, which makes me think it's older. Yeah, not really sure. Next one's here. That's quite decent, this one, to be fair. Nice round 24, 25. On the old Manticore. Now, as I've been using the Manticore for a couple of weeks now, I've had a bit more time to get used to it and give it a proper go, and I tell you what, I absolutely love it. Absolutely brilliant. It just finds targets so easily. I don't know if that's because the ground's been freshly rolled or not. But it just finds targets so well. Got a lump of lead. No? Maybe it is. No, I think it's more, it actually looks like a bit of a pot mend. It is lead, but it could be a pot mend by the look of that. Or it could just be a scrappy bit of lead, but it kind of looks a bit more unusual because of this end bit. Maybe it's just lead. It was used for many things, wasn't it, back in the day, so who knows? It kind of looks like a pot mend though. So cool. Right, nice little one here. 24, not very deep either. It's actually quite shallow, that one. It's quite nice. Like a good shallow target.
it's just down here. Everything just seems to just fall out onto the surface when it's rolled. Ah, look, I think it's a nice little bit of buckle. Look. Pretty smashed though, isn't it? Ain't much left of that anymore. Yeah, absolutely gone. Yeah, lovely little bit of buckle there. It's always nice to find. I find plenty of bits of buckle in. It'd be nice to find a full one today, wouldn't it? But there you go. Nice little bit of history right there. Brilliant. Right, got a nice little 62. Absolutely screaming target, that one. Really nice sound to that. Sounds a bit iffy if you go around the side a little bit. The VDI tends to change, but it hasn't changed like here. I don't think it'll be something decent. Not really sure what a 60 VDI is on the Manticore yet. Don't often find many of them. Find a lot of low VDIs, but not the higher ones like that. Something big and chunky in the hole. I'm not really sure what that is, but it's like a big chunk of bronze. What on earth is that? Look at that. What could that be? There's a massive chunk of bronze. There's a weird little mark on there. I'm not really sure if that's something, but it's a weird little hole in here as well. Strange. Look at that. It's almost like a dice. That's a hell of a chunk of bronze. It's heavy as well. It's got this really nice green patina on it too. Look at that. But yeah, that is heavy. Really heavy. So I wonder what it could be. So if you guys know, let me know. Good little find though. Brilliant. Bit of a wiggly one. Gotta love a wiggly one though. I'm wondering if that's going to be something like a musket ball, because musket balls ping all over the shop like that as well. It's so jumpy. But the problem is, I don't want to not dig stuff because I'll probably miss something good. See, now it's there, it's ringing out at 33. But that was all over the place. In the hole, that was absolutely everywhere. It's just in that bit there. Oh, we got something. Looks like a coin. Well, that or it's a button. Very folded button, if it is one. And there might be a coin. If it is, it's pretty well gone. That's probably why it was quite jumpy in the hole, to be fair. That was probably because it couldn't identify the shape, maybe. It tends to make the machines a little bit jumpy. But yeah, we've got something that looks a bit like maybe it's either a button, a trade token, or a coin. I don't really know. Could be any of them, but there's no shank mark in there whatsoever. So that makes me think that it's not a button. You can't see anything on there at all. Absolutely shredded, isn't it, that? Not nothing on that side either. Either way, good little find. Quite interesting, a bit odd. Love a good odd one, but yeah, cool. Let's crack on, see what else we can get. Right, I think we may have a hammered. We are on a hammered field. Look at that, we've definitely got something. Yeah, it's definitely a hammered, isn't it? A little bit broken, but it's definitely a hammered coin. They just don't stop. Oh, wow! It's a Soldino. Do you know what? I did not expect that to be a Soldino. Look at that. Oh, wow. It's a little bit busted on this side, unfortunately, but look at that. Now, in this field, we've had my dad, Pete. He's had the very first Soldino we ever found in here. about 2 years ago. And then I found one not that long ago, but it was very folded and very hard to see. And this one, look at that. That is absolutely, I love the design that's on there. It's just so bizarre compared to anything we have. It looks absolutely awesome. And that one is a good one. That's a really good one. Look at that. Oh, I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with that. So yeah, what a great little find. Soldino. Nice. Alright, so next one. Nice little 2829. Nice sounding one. I think it's just a little bit more in that. Just in that little side there. This is pretty much the last day I'm going to be on here, because there is just crops growing everywhere. I'll probably get away with it today, but that's about it. They just come up so much over the last week. They just absolutely rocketed. And last time I was here last weekend, there was absolutely nothing here. There was no crops in here at all. But we don't want to be upsetting anyone. Oh, what have we got here? Is that a button? Ah, it's a button. I thought it might be like a jetton or something, but no. It's just a very dark button. I think I found about 2 buttons today so far. That's about it. That is so shiny and smooth. There you go, nice little button anyway, little tomback. It's going to be a couple of 100 years old anyway, so cool. Little button. Alright, nice little one here. 46, 48. Definitely up in the upper bracket anyway. Most of today has been quite low VDIs. A lot of lead. It's quite nice to find something different. Can't really hear it that well now. It's like the detector's kind of lost it, but hopefully if we dig it out a bit more we should be able to find it again. I think it's in that. There it is. We got it. I think it's that. Is it that? No. Aha, I see something here. Is that just a little button? Or is it something more? I think it's just a little button, but it didn't have to scream up. If that's a button, I'd be surprised. Okay, it's not a button. I guess it's some sort of tack maybe for, I don't know, leather tack? Is it? I don't really know. I'm not really clued up on this sort of thing. It's definitely not a button. Yeah, some sort of like tack, isn't it, or something? Very oval. With a very flat end, like a rivet, but older. So yeah, good little find anyway. Yeah, it absolutely rung up that, didn't it? For such a small little thing, that absolutely rang up. So, just goes to show, just dig all your VDIs. You never know what they're going to be. Cool. Here's our next one. Nice little 36, 37, bit of a jumpy VDI on that. It's not very solid at all. It's actually rare that I find any targets with a very solid VDI on the Manticore. I seem to find a lot more solid targets with the Deist than the Manticore, but I don't know if it's just reading it differently. I rarely find anything with a solid VDI with the Manticore. Where's that gone then? It's in this bit. It's always the last bit that I check as well. It's either that bit or the other bit. Right, there it is. We can see it, something here. Not really sure what it is. It's like a little bit of a scrappy metal. Just scrappy metal. Well, I've just had this little thing out of the ground. I didn't really think it was anything until I sort of started looking at it a bit more, but it's actually got some really nice little bit of decoration on there though. I've no idea what it is. It's kind of hollowed in the back, but it's really kind of strange. But I thought I'd film it for you guys because it's quite interesting. Nice little decorative little piece. And this field's absolutely full of little decorative things. Unfortunately, my knowledge on these sort of things is not up to scratch. So, if you guys know what that is, please do let me know. I kind of wondered if it was a bit of a buckle, but it's really, the patterning is really intricate and it's something I've never seen before on a, well, no, it can't be a buckle because it's got this bit, it's a bit of a scoop, so I don't know. I'm a bit baffled by that, so if you guys know, let me know. Right. Just there, look. I think we've got a big old hammered. Look at that. Oh, definitely. I wonder who that's going to be. Let's do this side first. Now, I don't often get big ones like this. I normally find a lot of small ones. I reckon that's a Lizzie. I reckon that is Elizabeth the First. 1565, definitely Lizzie. Yeah. Oh, let's see how good this portrait side is. I think that's going to be an absolute stunner, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, wow. I absolutely love finding Lizzie coins. But that, that is a big one. And that is so straight. That is unbelievable. Look at that. 1569, I think that says. Or 65. 1565. Wow. What an absolute cracker that is. That is a stunner. Brilliant. Right, I just had a quick clean up of it. Look at that. What an absolute stunner. That is probably one of the best Elizabeth I coins I've ever found. It's a big one as well. Look at that, absolutely stunning. That is so clear. And it's only got a tiny bit of a bend in it, but I am not fussed about that. Look at that. There's something special, isn't there, about big hammers like this. That's absolutely amazing. What an absolute cracker that is. Nice. .45. Finding a lot of targets today. Not all of them great, obviously. There's a lot of targets singing up though. This is a nice 46 now. What a difference it makes though when the ground is actually rolled. It's a huge difference. Especially because you're not fighting all that air as well in the ground. Got something there, I can't see over it. I think it might be a button. Where did it go? Oh, it's a musket ball. Just as bad. Musket balls and buttons, my two worst things I hate finding. Find so many of them. End up with so many. But I tell you what, I like finding these in some aspects because it's activity. And there's some places I've been where there's absolutely nothing. So there's no musket balls, no buttons. And so at least in some ways it's good that it's a good sign of activity, if nothing else. So good. Nice little musket ball. Here we go, got another little cloth seal. Look. This one's actually got some really nice little detail. I just thought it was a scrappy bit of lead when I found it. But no, it is actually a little pop mend or cloth seal, one of them. Yeah, look at that. It's got some really nice little details on there. Can't really see exactly what it is, but it actually looks like a crown, doesn't it? Oh, it's a crown. That's pretty smart. I've not actually found one like that before. That's what I absolutely love about these. Is because some of them are so unique. I never find two the same. Look at that. That is absolutely... That's a stunning little find, isn't it? For a blob of lead. And that's what I find really interesting about medieval times, because lead was used for absolutely everything. And so when you think it's just another blob of lead, I would double check it, because you never know. Always dig them low numbers and you'll find little targets like this. Brilliant. Next one's here. Nice little 25 there. 25, 24. Quite shallow actually, that one. Not very deep at all. So today I'm actually gridding an area that I haven't actually gridded on here yet. I spent a lot of time last year doing this, way before I started doing YouTube. And I had gridded pretty much most of the hammered field. And obviously today I've got limited time, but I just thought it'd be nice to get out and do a bit of gridding on it, just to see if there's any more targets you can find gridding than normal searching. There you go, I've got a little pot mend. There's so many pot mends and cloth seals and all sorts of lead bits in this field. It is absolutely full of lead stuff. Trouble is, they ring up as a very low VDI, and most of the time it is rubbish. But now and again, you do find things like this, which is really nice. So yeah, nice little pot mend. Quite a big pot mend, to be fair. They do vary in different shapes and sizes, but there you go. Good little find anyway. Brilliant. Nice little 32 here. 31, 32. Quite nice on the line as well. I'm getting more and more used to the Manticore now. Getting a bit more used to the VDIs and what they mean, what the screen means and things like that. It's an absolutely phenomenal machine, so if you guys are thinking about getting one, I would highly, highly recommend one. Absolutely brilliant bit of kit. It's just in that little bit. I think it's in there somewhere. This bit? I think it's in that bit. It's just there. I think it's actually a button. What do I do with the stuff I just had? Ah, there it is. Kind of dropped it at the same time. Yeah, it's a button. But hey, tell you what, they're nearly a £2,000 machine and it still finds buttons. So if you're hoping not to find buttons, you're out of luck. But it does find lots of nice other goodies. So cool, right, let's crack on. Here's our next one. Little 20. Had a lot of 20s today. There's a lot of lead in this field though. And lead often rings up low. The low 20s or low numbers. Low teens. Chances are this probably is lead. Because there is, yeah, there's a lot of lead in here. Another bit of lead. I tell you what, I could sell all this back to the scrap collectors. Jeez, there is so much lead in here, it's unreal. Nothing on that one either, but hey, another piece out of the field. I was literally just digging this target, moving around the soil, couldn't find it, and it's literally just here. We've got a little tiny little hammered. Look at that, it's still got the little cross on it. I haven't even looked at it yet. I literally just saw it fall out of the clod. I wonder who that's going to be. It's probably going to be a tiny little farthing, isn't it? Or something like that, halfpenny. Another little halfpenny. There's so many of these. Oh, look at that. Just dropped it back in the hole. There's so many of these little halfpennies around. And it's no wonder they got lost, because they're so small. It's absolutely tiny. Let's just see if we can get the bottle out. Give it a little bit more of a clean. It's quite a nice shiny one, which is always nice to see. Yeah, it's another little Edward, isn't it? Looks like a little Edward halfpenny. So small. Tiny little thing, ringing up at an 18 VDI. But yeah, see the trouble is a lot of these ring up the same as a chunk of lead or a little splodge of something. And you just need to dig them, because if you don't dig them, you're going to miss these targets. So just dig everything. So I reckon I missed a lot of these when I was using the Deus 2 because I was ignoring a lot of VDIs that were trashy signals like foil or very small stuff, lower VDIs. I would rarely dig anything below 50, and then after a while I started finding stuff under 50 and started digging them. So it makes you wonder how many targets I actually missed. We're not missing them now, so what a find. Absolute cracker that, isn't it? Brilliant. Nice one, this one. 39.4, it's pretty solid actually. I don't often get VDIs that solid like that. It's kind of weird. I could hear it still in the hole, but it wasn't actually in the hole, it was just out. So I don't know really what that's picking up on. As you can see, this ground underneath is still pretty wet. The top is really nice and dry. I think it's in this bit. Yeah. Likes the sound of that, doesn't it? Ringing off on there. It's probably going to be a button, isn't it? They always are. Oh, hello. Okay. Got something there. I don't really know what that is, but what on earth is this? Oh, it was a coin at the start, but I don't know. What on earth is that? Is it a decoration of some kind, or what is it? That is absolutely bizarre. What on earth could that be? Not a clue. That is really unusual. Absolutely dead flat as well, look at that. It's got this weird kind of wrinkly edge, like a shell, like a scallop, you know, like you find on ampulas and things like that. But that is bizarre. It's got kind of like a weird little dot in the middle as well. I thought that might actually be a hole, but it's not. It doesn't go through. It doesn't actually go through. So it's so weird. What is it? That is absolutely bizarre. Don't know. If you guys know, let me know, because that is. I'd love to know what that is. That is very strange. Yeah, good little find though. Nice little 40-41 here. Just in that little bit here. It's a good little target. I haven't had many 40, well, hardly ever get 40 targets. Today's been a lot of 20s and 10s. Not really sure where it is. I think it's in, I see it. It's just there. I think we got a little button. Nice little button. Haven't had many of these today, to be fair. I've had maybe 4 compared to the usual 20. So to be fair, that's not bad. It's not a bad day for buttons. So yeah, nice little one. It's got a funny little circular little bit of decoration in the middle there. For one of these little 4-hole ones, it's quite nice. And normally they're pretty basic, but yeah, it's got a nice little decoration in that little bit there. Looks like that actually might have been gold gilded at one point. Hard to tell, but yeah, it's got something on there, hasn't it? So cool. As far as buttons go, it's a nice little one.
Another fantastic day. Can't believe we got more silver. Silver just doesn't stop coming, does it? So let's have a roundup and see exactly what we had. So what an absolute brilliant day. Absolutely incredible. Look how many finds we had. Some really nice bits as well. Loads of usual lead. We have lots of lead in the medieval market field, as you'd kind of expect. Buttons, plenty of those. They're still there. Many of those still to find, unfortunately. But yeah, overall, a really good day. Lots of junk as well, lots of bits and pieces that I haven't shown in here, but some really good finds, absolutely fantastic, and some silver. So I'll get to those in a minute. But yeah, lots of buttons, different shapes and sizes, different ages, lots of bits and things, nothing on them, unfortunately. 4-hole button,
Pretty standard, nothing really great in there. Although there is this one as well, which is a bit odd. Looks like a button, it's pretty smashed, and it's all I can find of it. There isn't anything else in there, so I think that is it looks like a little decorative, or would have been a little decorative button, which is quite nice. Bit of a shame there's no more of it, but there you go. As far as buttons go, it's quite a nice one. So, some really strange, nice finds. Check this out for a block of bronze. I kind of, it looks like a dice. It's definitely not. So if you guys know what that is, please let me know, because that is, yeah, it's new to me. That is heavy, very heavy block of bronze. Kind of shiny and smooth as well, which is really, really cool. Yeah, absolutely screamed up. But yeah, very nice little find. These, I always find these and I never know what they are. I can never remember. Yeah, I find loads and loads of these. Always makes me think it's a ring, but no, not, I haven't found a full ring yet. Nice little decorative piece here. Decorative part of something, isn't it? So maybe a bit of furniture, maybe. Nice kind of like that wheat kind of effect on it. Just kind of pretty cool. I like that. Lots of these little leady bits. You got to be careful with these though, because they can easily trick you as just being a blank bit of lead. But look a bit closer, bit of detail on there. Absolutely fantastic. And this one, look at this little crown on there. That is absolutely awesome, isn't it? That is so cool. I've never seen, no, well, I think it's a cloth seal, I think. Never seen one like that before. So yeah, there's some really nice oddities in that field of lead, which is really, really smart. Again, another like pot mend, different shape, bigger one this time. Very nice. Yeah, it looks like it's got a bit of a, it looks like a C on it. Maybe, I don't know. It's just me imagining lead has a bit more detail to it, but only 2 musket balls, which is the big one and a small one. Nice to find a few. You got to find these usual things, haven't you? This is not a day's detecting. Little bit of buckle, tiny little piece. Lots of bits and pieces, guys. Loads of bits and pieces. But yeah, unfortunately, we're not really going to be able to get back here. Another little bit, another little decorative thing. Be nice if there was a bit more to them, you could actually identify what they actually are, but there's just not enough of it to really tell what they is. A bit scooped in the middle, but some really nice bits. Bit of a strap end. Just see the little rivety bit at the end. Yeah, not much else to it, is there though? It's pretty gone. Again, another little thing. Bits and pieces. Lots of goodies today. Look at this for a cloth seal or a pot mend, one of them. I always get confused with which is which, because sometimes they're kind of folded, but this one doesn't, I don't know, it looks folded, but it's not really, I don't know. I think pot mends don't really have any detail, but this does have a bit of detail on it. So, yeah, not really sure. Pretty smart though. Nice decorative bit of lead. This odd thing, now I've seen one of these recently, but I cannot remember for the life of me what it is. So if you guys know, please comment below. It looks kind of like a little spur, doesn't it? But I don't think it's a spur. It is something else. Can't remember. It's in a book somewhere, and I can't remember where it is. But yeah, please let me know where that is, guys. Look at this for a tiny piece of silver. Tiny little thing. It's smaller than my fingertip. No idea what it is. Again, if you guys know, let me know, because I'd love to know what these little things are. Loads of little bits and pieces like this today. Absolutely tiny, that, isn't it? Tiny bit of silver. Can't forget this little stud as well. We find many of these. Loads of these in there. Like a little tack, isn't it? Almost like a modern drawing pin. Yeah, loads of those in there. And then our star finds of the day. Can't have a day without finding a bent coin, can you? So there you go. Got a pretty smashed bent one. You can't see anything on it. No detail on there whatsoever. Unfortunately pretty gone, but very bent as well, so you can't really tell. And then look at these for hammers. 3 hammers today. Absolutely amazing. Got a nice little, I think it's a little halfpenny. It's a very tiny little thing. Here he is. Nice little one as well. Nice bit of detail on there. Fantastic. Our Soldino. Look at this, guys. Oh, it helps if I've got it the right way up, doesn't it? Look at that. That is an absolute cracker, isn't it? It's such a shame that's not a full one, but that would have been absolutely amazing. It's almost like the day it was dropped, isn't it, that? Absolutely incredible. Just a little man with a little flag. And then look at this side. Oh, look at that. There's a lion on there, absolutely amazing. Can't believe how long it's been in the ground, and it's just absolutely incredible. That is definitely one of my favourites, definitely. But you cannot beat a big chunky hammered. Look at that. In the ground, 500 years, Elizabeth I. And there she is, absolutely stunning. Beautiful coin. That is big, chunky, big coin. Really nice. That is definitely going in my main collection on display. Absolutely beautiful. Brilliant. What a day.
Incredible, what a day again, absolutely unbelievable. The silver just doesn't stop coming from that field. There is just so much silver in there, absolutely unreal. I reckon the village must have been pretty empty of silver, the amount they dropped there. Absolutely incredible. I can't believe how many hammered coins we still keep finding in there. We've been over it and over it and over it, and there's still hammers being found. So yeah, absolutely unreal. And a soldino. That soldino is absolutely outstanding, isn't it? I can't believe how clear the sides are. It's absolutely unbelievable. I found one soldino ever, and it was really folded. It was really hard to see it. But this one, apart from the damage on the corner, is absolutely outstanding. It's definitely one of my top favourite hammer coins I've found so far. And that sixpence Lizzie, oh, absolutely outstanding, isn't it? I couldn't believe it when I found a big old chunky hammered like that. We used to find the little pennies. But to find big silver, big hammered silver, is absolutely outstanding. So yeah, what a day, absolutely unbelievable. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Also check out our sponsor. They've got loads and loads of bits and pieces for all your detecting needs. We're now sponsored by ukhistoryfinders. Absolutely brilliant, really appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much for it. And we'll be doing some giveaways and doing bits and pieces as well with all the goodies that they're gonna supply me. So yeah, check them out here, ukhistoryfinders. They do day digs and weekends. I think more in the sort of Devon area than Suffolk, but hopefully I'll get to one of them sooner than later in the near future. So check them out, they've got loads of bits for you. HS Detecting is my 10% off discount code. If you guys want to use it, get yourself over there, get some goodies for you, treat yourself on me. So right, I'll see you guys on the next one really soon. I think we'll be heading back to the other one and give that one another go as well, because I doubt that we'll be able to get on here now the crops are coming through. So I'll see you guys then.